welcome back to World Crisis Radio. Now, we want to get another view of the build-up to the G20 meeting in Ottawa, and in particular this really frenetic press campaign, speeches, articles, Financial Times, speech in Berlin by the hedge fund hyena George Soros, who is attacking Germany. So we want to bring in one of our leading observers of world politics, European affairs, and that's Umberto Pascali, who joins us once again. Umberto, give us your take on the Soros campaign against Germany.
Hi, Webster. Yes, I was just talking with some friends in Europe, and they were maybe a little bit cynically comparing the World Cup with the G20. Who is going to win, Soros or Germany? They bet on Germany. Now, the story, as you know, Soros has been the leading protagonist of this attack against the euro, and started with the so-called crisis of Greece, started basically at the beginning of this year. And in his the plan of Soros that he made clear in an incredible number of statements all over the press, all over the world, his plan was the euro would have collapsed already around May, beginning of June.
Right.
Now, Soros, the power of Soros is that it's not that he's a financial genius or even a financial competent person. George Soros is specialized in psychological warfare and financial destruction. It's used by the highest level of what we could call the Anglo-American intelligence, exactly for this purpose. Now, the euros didn't collapse. Before that, whenever Soros had said, we are going to do this attack, we are going to attack, I don't know, the currency in Malaysia, even the pound, the sterling in England, he always did it. The same with the lira in Italy. This time didn't work. And now we are seeing Soros going mad, or at least the handler of Soros going mad. The euro that was supposed to collapse at the beginning of June now is picking up. There was a strong defense put out by several banks in Europe, especially in Germany, and he couldn't do it. Now, the second part of the plan, this is important, now at the G20 meeting in Toronto now, they will, the media, basically the Soros presentation of the fight will be, on one side there is Obama and the British that want development, the growth, economic growth. On the other side, there are the perfidious Germans supported by several Europeans, to some extent continental Europeans, that want austerity. And so the bad guys are the Germans, the good guys are the Anglo-Americans and Soros and Obama. In fact, the reason why Soros is attacking Europe and in the last days, particularly Germany, with especially a couple of days ago, a big attack in a speech at the Humboldt University in Berlin, the reason is that Germany has put some stop to the speculation on the derivative, on the hedge fund, some regulation. It's not yet what is needed, but it's strong enough that at the annual get-together of the hedge funds in Monaco a few weeks ago, the hedge fund, the representative of hedge fund were crying that the industry has lost between 2 and 3% this year instead of gaining. This is a very bad sign. People don't trust anymore the hedge fund. In other words, the defense put out by Germany Germany knew that they were going to be attacked, was on one side new regulation and a request of even further regulation against the hedge fund and the speculation and the derivatives. On the other side, a stupid defense, austerity.
Right.
This was not done for the love of austerity as such, but because they think that this is a way to discourage the speculation. Of course, this is the weakness now, and it's not that Germany opposes speculation. The weakness is that they accept this manifold, this geometry of austerity. Now, what will happen? And Soros, that was defeated on the field of speculation as such, now is attacking again in another flank. And the flank is, we will create a social explosion in Europe, and Germany will be responsible. In his speech, in an article op-ed in the Financial Times, in the speech at the Humboldt University, he said that the wide range of possibility will weigh heavily on the financial market. They will have to discount the prospect of deflation and inflation, default and disintegration. Financial market dislike uncertainty. Because of Germany, xenophobic and nationalist extremism are already on the rise in countries such as Belgium, the Netherlands, and Italy. In a worst-case scenario, that could undermine democracy and paralyze or even destroy the European Union. Now, this point is very important behind whatever will be decided in the meeting of the G20. I have the impression, and some friends I talked to have the impression that now the fight will move to the social arena. To austerity will open the flank to reaction, popular reaction. Will be credible, for example, attacks against government, legal and illegal, will be made credible by the rage that supposedly is provoked by the austerity. And of course, austerity is provoking a lot of rage for people that are already in a terrible situation financially. In Germany, this is even more important, this is even more dramatic, because, for example, the present Minister of Finance, Wolfgang Schäuble, probably not everybody knows, is a gentleman very tough, but he's going around on a wheelchair. Why is going around on a wheelchair? Because in 1999, an isolated crazy guy tried to kill him and broke his spine, and he remained paralyzed since 1990. In the same period, in 1989-1990, two of his best associates, Rohwedder, that was the gentleman in charge for the Agency for the Integration of East Germany into Germany, and above all, the president of the Deutsche Bank, very atypical president of Deutsche Bank, Herrhausen, both were killed by the RAF, the so-called Bader-Mine of terrorists. This situation now reminds people of that situation, what is happening now. Herrhausen, for example, is the most explicit example, as we discussed last time, was proposing a long-term plan of development of Eastern Europe, long-term investment, no speculation, regulation against speculation.
That's the end of our 10 minutes. We'll get you back at the beginning of the next segment for just a 30-second wrap-up, okay?
Okay.
Back in a second.